Oh, look at that. Hi, welcome back to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are going to do a Thai variation. We are going to make a tuna green curry. Yep, we're going to use fresh tuna, not tuna out of a tin. I've got a fantastic piece of tuna there, and we are going to cut this up and make a green curry. So we'll have a quick run through the ingredients. We've got this fantastic tuna steak here, this massive piece of tuna. And as with all green curries, we've got some eggplant. Now, you might not be able to get eggplant around the world, but if you use aubergine, aubergine is an eggplant. But this is the eggplant we use here in Thailand. I've got some kaffir lime leaves. I've got some green curry paste. And there is a link on the site. Just type in green curry paste and you'll find how to make it. I've got some sweet basil leaves, coconut milk, little dabbing of fish sauce, and we got some palm sugar. Now, the only thing I don't have here, I don't have any big red chilies, but you know, they're not for flavour, they're just for that little bit of colour, so there's no worries on that. Right, what we need to do first, we need to prep the eggplant. Okay, the reason why we need to prep the eggplant first, we have to chop the eggplant up, but we have to put it in water to stop it from going brown. Okay, so we got a bit of brown on there. All we're going to do is take off that, and we're going to quarter these. You know, they're quite big. So we just want to quarter these eggplants, and we just want to put it in water. Like I say, we put it in water, submerge it in water, get water on there, stops it oxidizing, stops it from going brown. So nice quarters. Now if you had a small eggplant, you know, this is not very small, but it is smaller, you would just half it. So that's about enough eggplant in there. What we'll do is we'll just put that to one side, and we'll just put what's remaining to one side. Okay, with our tuna then, what we're going to do, we've got this lovely piece of tuna. It's quite big. What we're going to do, we're going to half it. Okay, so there's a bit of a flap on here, so what we're going to do, we're going to just take that off there. And then all we're going to do is cut across the tuna. So we only want nice slithers like that, not even a centimetre, nice and steady through there. And then we get these nice pieces like this. We've got these lovely pieces of tuna chunks. So that's our tuna prepped. It looks like a really good steak actually. That looks fantastic. That is really good quality tuna. Okay, let's crack on and make this curry. Let's have some heat on the pan. And we're going to go in with about 100 mils actually of coconut milk. Something like that. Heat that up, then we're going to split the coconut milk, add the curry paste, a little bit of water, carry on. It's starting to split already, and I can smell it cooking. So what we want to do, we want to go in with about a tablespoon of green curry paste. And we're just going to cook that in there nice and gently with that bit of residual milk that's left. Start cooking it off. Get rid of that rawness from that paste. You know, a really nice aroma in here actually. Right, this chili paste, there is a link on the site, like I say, but I've actually bought this from the market just for quickness. Now what we're going to do is just add a bit of coconut milk round there, and then we're going to tip the rest in a minute. I bought this curry paste from the market, and you sometimes you've got to be a little bit careful. We're going to have to taste test this as we go along. You know, some of it can be very spicy or some of it will be very salty. So we'll have to watch what we're doing with the fish sauce. So let's get the rest of that coconut milk in there. That's in. So this tuna is not going to take long to cook actually. So let's get our tuna in there. And we'll be putting our eggplant in almost straight away after it. You know, because the eggplant's not going to take long to cook either. So just open that up. It's all stuck together a little bit. Look where we've sliced it. Try not to break it up as you go in the pan. Nice and gently. Now it will come back up to temperature again in a minute. The pan, don't worry about it. We don't have to mess around with the heat too much. So when we put the tuna in there, you know, we're not turning the tuna over at all. And the reason why we don't turn the tuna over, or the Thai way that they don't turn any fish over when they put it in, because it makes it smell. So what we need to do is get in there with our eggplant. Just drop it in. We don't want all the water in that it's been sat in. There we go. So we're just going to add some water. Now this is straight out of the kettle. We want to bring that up to about there, and then all we're going to do is put the lid on. Right, we want to be putting a little bit of sugar in there. Now you can add any sugar you want, brown sugar, white sugar, palm sugar, up to you. Now I've got palm sugar and I've got a nice little block of palm sugar there. I'm just going to put that in there. It's going to dissolve in there and we'll just give it a little stir afterwards. We don't want to stir it all up just yet. Right, what we want to be doing, we want to give this a little bit of a taste test actually. That sugar's only just dissolving in there, but we're actually tasting it for saltiness before we add any fish sauce. And we are actually going to add some fish sauce. That's as spicy as heck. So we're going to add about a tablespoon of fish sauce. Get that in there. Now we don't have to stir too much, just a little gentle stir and then back on with the lid. So like I say, you have to be careful with chili paste if you buy them. You have no idea how spicy they are, how salty they are. You have to adjust as you go along. What we're going to do is chuck our kaffir lime leaves in there. Nice and gently in there. Lid back on for just a minute and then we're going to turn it off and chuck our basil leaves in. Okay, we need to be turning this off and we're going to chuck in our basil leaves. Get our basil leaves in there. Nice and gently in. Now we don't have to cook these as such. They're going to wilt down in there anyway and they're going to stay nice and green. Now the thing is with curries, you know, curries used to take forever to make. You know, original Thai curries, they take forever, you know. They'd get the coconut, they'd scrape out the coconut, they'd make the coconut milk, all that carry on. Now, it's a can of coconut milk already made, tip in, curry made very quickly. So let's just give this a little taste test. That is fantastic. Sweetness in there, a little bit of taste coming through with that fish sauce, a little bit salty. You can taste that basil, that green curry paste. That is superb. So all we got to do now is serve this up. Whoa, look at that. Let's get that in there with some of that green curry sauce. That is superb. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely superb. Bit of tuna, bit of curry sauce. Oh, that tuna is stayed firm. We're not messing around in that pan. That is superb. Fantastic tuna green curry made. Now, if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.